The human spirit yearns for something more. It is an intrinsic part of our nature to seek out meaning and purpose in our lives. This yearning often manifests as a desire to connect with something greater than ourselves, something that transcends the mundane aspects of daily existence. We long for peace, understanding, and a sense of belonging. In our quest for these ideals, we often turn to practices that help us center ourselves and find inner calm. Mindfulness, meditation, and reflection become tools that guide us towards a more harmonious state of being, and a deeper connection with ourselves and the world around us. This connection is not just about understanding our own thoughts and emotions, but also about recognizing the intricate web of relationships that bind us to others and to the natural world. It is about finding our place within the grand tapestry of life. This innate desire leads us on a journey of self-discovery, a quest for enlightenment. As we traverse this path, we encounter various experiences and challenges that shape our understanding of who we are and what we seek. Each step we take brings us closer to a deeper awareness of our true selves. Spiritual enlightenment is a profound awakening to the true nature of reality. It is a moment of clarity where the illusions that cloud our perception are lifted, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. This awakening is not just a fleeting moment, but a lasting transformation that alters the way we perceive and interact with the world. It is a transformative experience that transcends cultural and religious boundaries. Regardless of our background or beliefs, the pursuit of enlightenment is a universal journey that unites us all. It is a testament to the shared human experience and our collective quest for truth and understanding. Enlightenment is not a destination but a journey of continuous growth and understanding. It is a lifelong process of learning, unlearning, and relearning. Each moment of insight brings us closer to a more profound understanding of ourselves and the universe. It is a process of shedding illusions and embracing the interconnectedness of all things. By letting go of our preconceived notions and biases, we open ourselves up to new perspectives and deeper truths. This process requires courage, humility, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Throughout history, spiritual seekers from diverse traditions have embarked on this path, offering insights and practices to guide us towards awakening. Their teachings serve as beacons of light, illuminating the way for those who follow. From the meditative practices of Buddhist monks to the contemplative prayers of Christian mystics, each tradition offers valuable wisdom. This essay explores the concept of enlightenment through the lenses of four major world religions: Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, and Islam. By delving into their teachings, we can uncover the common threads that weave through these diverse spiritual paths, highlighting the universal quest for enlightenment. By examining their unique perspectives, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the universal truths that unite us in our search for spiritual fulfillment. In understanding these shared principles, we can foster a greater sense of unity and compassion, recognizing that despite our differences, we are all on the same journey towards the light within. Buddhism offers a practical approach to enlightenment, emphasizing mindfulness and meditation. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from attachment and ignorance. We cling to fleeting pleasures and resist change, creating a cycle of dissatisfaction. The path to enlightenment, according to Buddhism, involves cultivating awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Through meditation, we develop a calm and focused mind, allowing us to see the impermanent nature of all things. The Buddha's teachings emphasize compassion, kindness, and ethical conduct as essential elements of the path. By living in harmony with ourselves and others, we create the conditions for awakening. Ultimately, Buddhism invites us to realize our own inherent Buddha nature, the potential for enlightenment that resides within each of us. In Christianity, enlightenment is often described as illumination or receiving the light of God's grace. It is through a deep and personal relationship with God that we experience spiritual awakening. The teachings of Jesus Christ emphasize love, forgiveness, and surrender to the divine will. Christian mystics throughout history have described profound experiences of union with God, characterized by a sense of overwhelming love, joy, and peace. They emphasize the importance of prayer, contemplation, and living a life of service as pathways to spiritual transformation. Enlightenment in Christianity is not merely an intellectual understanding of God, but a transformative encounter with the divine presence. It is through this encounter that we are filled with grace and empowered to live a life of love and compassion. Moksha. Hinduism's liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Hinduism presents the concept of moksha, liberation from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth known as samsara. This cycle is seen as a continuous journey of the soul through various lives, each shaped by the karma, or actions, of previous existences. The ultimate aim is to break free from this cycle and achieve moksha, a state of eternal bliss and unity with the divine. This liberation is achieved through realizing the true nature of the self, or Atman, and its unity with the ultimate reality, Brahman. Atman is the individual soul, while Brahman is the universal soul, the source of all that exists. Understanding and experiencing this unity is the key to attaining moksha. The Bhagavad Gita, a sacred Hindu text, offers profound insights into the nature of enlightenment. It is a dialogue between Prince Arjuna and the god Krishna, who serves as his charioteer. Through their conversation, Krishna imparts wisdom on how to live a life of righteousness and devotion, ultimately guiding Arjuna towards the path of liberation. It emphasizes the importance of selfless action, or karma yoga, which involves performing one's duties without attachment to the results. By dedicating actions to the divine and serving others, individuals can purify their hearts and minds, paving the way for spiritual growth. Devotion, known as bhakti yoga, is another path to moksha. This practice involves loving and surrendering to a personal deity, cultivating a deep emotional connection with the divine. Through prayer, chanting, and rituals, devotees express their love and devotion, which helps them transcend their ego and experience divine grace. Knowledge, referred to as jnana yoga, is the path of wisdom and understanding. This involves studying sacred texts, engaging in deep contemplation, and seeking guidance from enlightened teachers or gurus. By gaining a deeper understanding of the nature of reality and the self, individuals can overcome ignorance and realize their true divine nature. Through these practices, individuals can transcend the limitations of the ego and attain a state of pure awareness and bliss. Meditation and mindfulness are essential tools in this journey, helping practitioners quiet their minds and connect with their inner selves. Moksha represents the ultimate goal of spiritual practice in Hinduism, a state of complete freedom from suffering and identification with the material world. It is not merely an escape from the cycle of rebirth, but a profound realization of one's eternal and divine nature. It is a realization of our true nature as eternal and divine beings. Achieving moksha is considered the highest purpose of human life, a state where the soul merges with the infinite, experiencing boundless peace, joy, and unity with the cosmos. This liberation is the culmination of a spiritual journey, a return to our original pure state of being. The Sufi quest, seeking unity with the divine. Sufism, the mystical tradition within Islam, emphasizes a direct and personal experience of God. Sufis seek to purify their hearts and attain a state of unity with the divine, often described as fana, or the annihilation of the ego. They engage in practices such as meditation, chanting, and whirling to quiet the mind and connect with the divine presence. Sufi teachings emphasize love, compassion, and the remembrance of God as essential elements of the spiritual path. They believe that true enlightenment involves transcending the limitations of the ego and experiencing the world through the eyes of divine unity. The Sufi journey is one of inner transformation, leading to a profound connection with God and all of creation. Universal truths, shared threads of enlightenment. Despite their diverse approaches, these religious traditions share some fundamental truths about enlightenment. Each tradition, whether it be Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, or any other, offers unique practices and teachings. Yet, at their core, they converge on certain universal principles that guide individuals towards a higher state of consciousness and understanding. Across cultures and beliefs, spiritual awakening is characterized by several key elements. These elements serve as the foundation for a transformative journey that transcends cultural and religious boundaries, uniting humanity in a shared quest for deeper meaning and connection. First, the transcendence of the ego. Enlightenment involves moving beyond the limitations of the self-centered ego and recognizing a deeper, interconnected reality. This process often requires a profound shift in perspective, where the individual begins to see themselves as part of a larger, universal whole. This shift can be facilitated through various practices such as meditation, prayer, and self-reflection. Second, increased compassion and love. As we awaken to our true nature, we naturally develop greater compassion for ourselves and all beings. This compassion is not limited to human beings, but extends to all forms of life, recognizing the intrinsic value and interconnectedness of all existence. Acts of kindness, empathy, and selfless service become more prevalent as one progresses on the path of enlightenment. Third, a sense of peace and unity. Enlightenment brings a profound sense of inner peace, harmony, and a connection to something greater than ourselves. This peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but a deep, abiding sense of tranquility that permeates every aspect of one's being. It is a state of being that allows individuals to navigate the challenges of life with grace and equanimity. And finally, direct experience enlightenment is not merely an intellectual concept, but a lived experience, a direct apprehension of reality that transcends words and concepts. This direct experience is often described as a moment of profound clarity and insight, where the individual feels a deep connection to the universe and an understanding of their true nature. It is a moment that defies description, yet it is unmistakably real and transformative. These shared themes highlight the universal nature of spiritual awakening and suggest that the path to enlightenment, while expressed in diverse ways, ultimately leads to a common destination. This common destination is a state of being where individuals experience a profound sense of unity, love, and understanding. It is a journey that transcends the boundaries of culture, religion, and personal identity, uniting all of humanity in a shared quest for truth and enlightenment. The diverse paths we take are like rivers flowing into the same ocean, each contributing to the vast, interconnected tapestry of human experience.